Okay, so this is, I started, well, it's crazy. I was getting ready to share my video that I did earlier today. I don't know if you can see the rays of sun coming through the dark tinted windows on the outside, just so you know. You can't even see outside. The light is so bright. And if you could clearly see, it's a cloudy day outside. I don't even know if I can show that to prove about his light. But you can see it's a cloudy day. It's not. Let's just walk out so you can clearly see. So you know it's just not a lie. But there's a little bit of brightness, but it's cloudy right now. But he manages to shed his light for all of us to see. There it is, see? It's unreal. That's my life. When you follow him, there is absolutely no question. Oh, there's my hairy beaver. I might as well put him in the mix today. He hasn't been a part of my program, because every woman should have a hairy beaver in their house, right? And you can pet him too. In fact, my new cleaning lady, she was like, "Is that real?" After she saw the leopard downstairs, she had pet it. She said, "Is it okay if I pet it?" I was like, "Absolutely, pet it." And I said, "Wait till you go upstairs." She saw the bobcat. She said, I showed her the beaver. She's like, "What?" And she's from Czechoslovakia, so strong accent, super fun. Cannot wait to have her in my life. She is a love. She's like, "Well, maybe you'll fire me too." I was like, "No, I can already tell him I love you." So anyway, it's funny because I keep sidetracking feeding the girls. So I put a turkey in the oven for them, so then I can make bone broth with the bones, which is fantastic. I'm telling you, it is the best way to make a turkey. I eat it, but I just yank the meat off of it. I don't have to pick at it like my Grandma June used to do. Oh my gosh, I used to watch her for hours pick at the turkey, and I'd be like, okay, that is the last thing on earth that I want to do, is be cleaning a turkey. That is a pain in the tail end. But when you roast it in the oven, and then you pick off the big chunks of meat, throw it in a pan, and make bone broth out of it, it just all comes off. Yeah, no work, no nonsense. I freaking adore it. It's the best thing ever. And the girls love it. And it's good for them. And there is something to say about bad to the bone, because Harley will tell me when the broth has gone bad. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not. But she tells me every single time she will not touch it. So I know I have to dump it out and start all over, which sucks, but it is what it is. So anyway, I had my phone out because I was sharing my video. Well, I was planning on sharing my video that I made earlier to Facebook, and I did post it. Well, I'm probably going to take it down, because I think it's going to be more powerful for me to read it. But I don't know, maybe I'll leave it. But I put Happy Veterans Day to all those brave men and women who made sacrifices in their lives to save us from harm. Thank you for those who lost their beloved lives for our freedoms. Like, seriously? Wow. Thank you. Thank you. And I mean that from my entire heart. Thank you to Dan, who had a need for more business, and my business fulfilled it. In turn, my need was fulfilled more than I ever imagined. Because 3 months after I signed the papers, which was today, November 11th in 2019, even though that's not a traditional, day to sign the papers, I was hospitalized with blood clots, and I was in the hospital, I believe, for 15 days. He knew what was coming. And he wanted my clients to be protected, just like I always did my darndest to protect all of them from harm. Even when my broken, beaten, bloody body was sick and could barely move, I would crawl to my computer to process payroll for my beloved clients, or crawl to my computer to process EFTPS payments. I did whatever I could physically do to make sure my clients were always taken care of, despite the rumors from others spread about me. I would crawl back into Green Acres on my hands and knees after working hours on my Garden of Eden. I saw a need and I fulfilled it. Green Acres was neglected and abused when I arrived, and I almost succeeded in taking my own life there. But again, he saved me. He saved the day and made sure I had angels on my path to rescue me. Misty and Michael. 2 M's. Go figure. So, as God is my witness, and so are each of you and every one of you reading this, I will find out how these vaccines entered my body, and you will hear me shout from the mountaintops, or rooftops. Yeah, I need to change that to rooftops. Some of you know, some of you don't, but well, whatever. So I will shout from the rooftops, who is responsible, because I fear no one. God is my armor, and I say that with very clear conscience. Do you see now how he works? It's time for all humans to awake and start using your voices for good, not evil. The stress I was put on a few days ago was uncalled for and completely unnecessary. Open those doors and windows up and let the sun shine in, because his glorious light, you see, look at it, look at the rays. His glorious light is not what is toxic in our world. Stop listening to those who keep brainwashing you. Stop listening to stay inside, away from the sun. It's a bunch of BS. Look at me. 0 skin cancer. And you know my drill. Tanning beds and laying out in the sun for hours on end. I even did it on my birthday. Everybody says, oh, wait till you get older. Well, I'm 56 now. So far, I still don't have skin cancer, and you've seen my face. You've seen my arms. I don't have any spots. Dead or suspect. I'm allergic to pharmaceuticals and sunscreen. There's a reason. Because they're toxic. Not the sun, not the moon, not the stars, the chemicals. That's what I'm allergic to. I will succeed in my mission under God's guidance. I guarantee it. And when he calls me home, I will have fulfilled my mission for him that began on October 16th of 2019. And I may have been slow on my mission, but I heard him loud and clear when I woke up on October 16th of 2019, strapped to a hospital bed on all 4 corners while they're removing the tube from my throat. Now that's fact. There's nothing fiction about that. So, that's the sacrifices I have made in my life, and I continue to daily, even though I'm suffering and doing everything I can to stay afloat. I'm keeping the edema out, and thank the Lord, my remedies have come, because as soon as I was done with that last video and my 30 minutes of leg warmers after I'd already been 8 minutes on the beamer. I had to run to the restroom to go potty, which is positive because that's getting fluids out of my body. And the more I do that, the better I'm going to get. So, I haven't lost any weight yet, even though my kidneys are working fine. I've got to get this edema out of my body, no matter what I do. So, I might jump on my mini trampoline later today and use the hula hoop. I don't know. I got to do something to keep it out. I used to go on my butt down the stairs at Green Acres because the stairs were big, just to beat it out of me. And the chair would squeeze it, but the chair is too big for my legs to squeeze them enough. So that's why the leg warmers were perfect. And thank the Lord they're working. So all these little tools that I've acquired, thanks to Phil Walgerman, for providing for me when I can't provide for myself. Thank you. Funny. I have to get something and show you because it's right in front of me. And all it says is give thanks with a giant pumpkin. And I can't remember what it says on the rest. Can't make it up. It says give thanks in all things. Not just certain things. In all things. When did people forget that? You're alive, right? Be thankful. Be blessed you were rewarded today because he woke you up. Now, I know I'm blessed because it's a bonus day. And I am going to love living life despite my medical issues. I'll die trying if I have to. Only when he says so. So, I've got nothing to lose. Just keep trying. Keep listening to his messages. And he keeps sending me when you wish upon a star. Yesterday when I was in acupuncture, I told my acupuncturist that just got back from Brazil about my story with that. And then watching Pinocchio. Once he put the TENS unit on the needles in my back, I was out cold. And when I woke up, it was about time for him to take the needles out and me flip over so he could put them in the front of me. And I said, I fell asleep. He said, you did, and I was so sad. I said, why is that? He said, because the song was on. Your song. I said, my song? He said, yeah. When You Wish Upon a Star, it was a piano version. And he goes, it was beautiful. Well, that made my day yesterday. And normally, after I'm done with acupuncture, he tells me to go home and rest. Well, he knew I wasn't going to rest. I took a nap there, and that was satisfactory to him, apparently, because he told me to have a great time at the boat races. So, crazy things happen when you let God lead the way. And you trust in him. And stop listening to the one down there. Because the one down there is running rampant all over the world. And people like me and you need to stop that. Because that is not going to rule the world anymore. That needs to be silenced. Wouldn't you agree? Just saying. So, remember to give thanks in all things. So, thank you to our servicemen and women for everything that you do for us daily to keep us safe. We love you for that. And your bravery and your courage, I can't even fathom until now. I'd say I couldn't fathom it until now. So, on that note, I hope that's the last one for today, because it's the weeping. It's crazy. It's like I've got all these things I need to say, and I can't stop talking. So that's all from him. There's no doubt. I keep trying to feed the girls, and they're not getting their breakfast. They finally went back and took a nap. I'm like, sorry, I got sidetracked tonight. I've got more to say, so who knows? I might have something else to say later. I don't know. One never knows. But I've got some things I need to get done before my fun friends come. They're like family, though, Lord in heaven. I am so thrilled. I cannot wait for them to come. Super duper excited. Scott's been like a brother to me my whole life. Well, since 6th grade. That's when I met him. So, when I moved to 142 Kenyon Avenue. Boy, that was the day. Oh, wow. Anywho. So, that's all for now. Hope I'm not wearing you out, but you can just turn me off. It's really easy. Close the door. Or run. But I'm still here. I'm still alive. I've still got my brain. I still got my body. And I still have my voice. And my ears hear, my eyes see, and my voice speaks the truth. So on that note, happy Veterans Day to all of you out there. And may you enjoy your much-earned day off. And for those in heaven, we salute you. Thank you for what you did for us. Bye.